So I wonder what happened last episode.
Our spy Kristel.
Hi!
You traitor!
Oh wait, there's a forfeit this episode,
Right.
right?
The losers have a little forfeit today, and I am just
And
so
guess what? I don't care about it.
I'm dressing you up today.
Not bad.
Yeah,
That actually looks good.
I didn't
There is
expect that he'd have a
there-
blazer and
There is
everything.
some correlation between his outfit.
Today we will be showing you how to get a job in Australia, and for that we have with us a career expert.
Hi, how you going?
Hi.
Good, thank you. My name is Salma and I'm the career expert today.
Today, Salma is here to help us screen some potential candidates for a job that the 5 of us are interviewing.
So today we're going to be looking for an exceptional candidate to fill in the site reliability engineer role. We're looking for entry-level graduates who's able to thrive in a dynamic environment, have strong technical foundations, as well as being eager to learn and share their innovative ideas and kickstart their career. So the qualifications that we're looking for is a bachelor degree in computer science, software engineering, information tech, or any other related field. We're looking for someone with a solid understanding of computer science concepts, including data structures, algorithms, and distributed systems. We're looking for someone with proficiency in at least one structured programming language, with Python strongly preferred. And then also things like experience or familiarity with modern software development practice, strong analytical communication and collaborative skills, as well as a genuine curiosity, adaptability, and a passion for leveraging technology to solve complex problems. So that was quite lengthy.
It's very packed, a very packed like qualification list.
Specific things that we're going to be looking for is, does the candidate have Australian tax file number? They have to be willing to get a police clearance. They have to be allowed to work at least 48 hours within a fortnight, as well as providing us with 100 points of ID. So today for the first segment, we're going to be going through the checklist together, making sure each candidate matches our criteria. Are you guys ready to help me out and find the perfect candidate?
Yeah, of course,
Yeah, of course.
definitely.
All right, so let's go through these applications.
Pass it down?
So it was mentioned in the criteria that they need 100 points of ID, right?
Yeah.
So how much points do like each ID have?
If you want to check how much each identification is worth, you can go online and find an AFP document and you can check for yourself.
I think it's really important with going through the checklist and screening the applicants that they meet all of the criteria.
After carefully assessing all applicants, we've chosen 4 candidates, B, G, D, and E. They all met the 100-point ID requirement, while others had missing documents.
After that very thorough screening process, we can now move on to checking their resumes. And to be kind to all of you, you can take that off now. You can be pretty for
Oh
the
my
next
God.
applicants.
Thank you.
All right, guys, now that we've had a look at the checklist, let's go through their resume and cover letter to see whether or not they're a suitable candidate.
Oh.
All right, Alex Allen's. It's very neat. I like the way it's very structured.
Yeah, the format's really nice.
Yeah. Let's look at the key skills.
Oh, he really put Python first.
Looking at the key responsibilities, he's provided some technical support to the students and staff, which means he's just not prioritizing his job, but the people as well. So it's good and he's very viable in that sense.
Yeah, it's actually very specific to the role that we're recruiting for, so that's really great.
But you know what? I scrolled through their cover letter, and there's one little mistake that I see. If you look at the top,
That's
Perth, New South Wales.
Ooh.
Isn't Perth in WA?
You're right, it really shows that he didn't do all the editing necessary before submitting the cover letter. I think their career history really aligns with the technical skills required of the role, and I think in regards to the key responsibilities that they've listed, they've really structured it right in that they're using the skills as well as the outcome for the company.
Well, let's move on to the next applicant. Applicant B, Eliza Harrows.
I feel like I am at a very fancy restaurant about to order from a very technical menu that is that I have no idea what's happening.
It doesn't look detailed enough to me to understand what I'm working with here.
If you look at the skills, you can see that although there are 4 skills, how related it is to what we're looking for is very lacking. Where's the Java? Like, where is Python?
If you guys look at their cover letter, you can tell that this applicant is kind of young because the cover letter started, I'm totally pumped to apply for this said position. But trust me, we're making waves. When you're writing a cover letter, it's supposed to be formal.
Yeah.
You're asking for something professional right here, and I feel like this is too chill and too casual to be writing to a hiring manager.
I guess also for the references, they've listed Helena Thompson, Curtin University, but it doesn't really say what role Helena took on and in what professional capacity they knew each other. I think they have listed some skills, but it would be great to show how they use those skills within their employment history.
Now let's move on to the next applicant, C. Hartford Brown.
I think from the get-go, I can already see just a grammatical error. If you look at Coles Supermarket and Perth WA, you can see that the Coles and Perth are in the lowercase.
Definitely.
He mentioned it's not directly related to tech. I think when it comes to writing out your job experiences or what experience you have prior to it, it's alright to list like all the different jobs you've had.
It's really good to understand what transferable skills they've learnt within that job and how they can use it within the job that they're applying to. When you're applying for a job, put yourself in a more positive light. You know, you don't say, I know I don't have these skills, but you more so say, within this previous job, I've learnt these skills that would be useful for this job.
Alright, let's move on to our final applicant, applicant B of Blake Nitro.
The first thing I noticed in their application is the LinkedIn link. What is the importance of LinkedIn?
I think LinkedIn is good because we can see what other experience they have. They might not have included everything that is important to us within their CV. So having a look at their LinkedIn, we can see a more well-rounded version of professional activities they took on during their university studies.
Let's go on to the round 3 of interviews. Meet our first applicant.
Hi everyone, I'm Alex.
Hey!
Tell us about yourself. Where are you from and what do you do?
I'm a final year student in computer science at Curtin with experience in Google. I'm helping with the SRE teams making a system with Python, and another additional work I work in IT support experience where I assist the students and the staff helping in troubleshooting and various programming and other stuff, and I'm so happy to have the opportunity to be interviewed by you guys.
Of course.
Well, Alex, I have a question for you. Would you tell us a time where you have solved a technical problem?
Oh, that's a good question. And I remember one experience when I did my intern. There's a problem with the system slowing down, and then a lot of users complained to us. And I worked with my team, searching for the problem, and we found out that the data queries was slowing down. And we worked as a team, divided the tasks to do the automation and then do the animation management and programming with the Python. And we resolved the problem and improved the performance by 30%. And with that experience, I sharpened my skills in SRE.
Oh, okay, wow, okay.
Thanks so much, Alex. That's some great information you shared with us. Do you have any questions for us?
Yeah, I do have a question for you guys. Can you explain to me what's your company culture, how your team work together, and is there any growth opportunity for the new SRE team?
Everyone in the team really loves to collaborate and work together. There are many opportunities to upskill, which I'm sure you're looking for as a graduate. We also have an industry mentoring program that connects you with a high-level staff member here, so you'll have access to them and ask them any questions that you have about, what it's like within your first year of working here, what you can expect, and so on.
Well, thank you so much for coming in today and giving us your time. Yeah, thank you. So what do you guys think about her?
If I had a golden buzzer, I think I'd click it right now.
Yeah.
I'd also like to add there that I think she answered the questions really well. With a lot of the behavioural questions, she was able to explain the situation really nicely.
Yeah.
So now let's move on to applicant number 2.
Hi, what's up guys? I'm Eliza.
Oh, hi. How are you?
I'm good. How are you guys?
Yeah, we're fine. We feel fine.
Eliza, we are really good. Tell us something about yourself.
My name is Eliza. I just recently graduated from Bachelor's of Technology. I'd say I'm one of the smartest ones in my class, from my graduate class. I love technology, guys. I think I'd be your best applicant, honestly. And also, I have so much experience with all my internships with the role that you're looking for at the site reliability.
Well, since you know so much about site reliability engineering, can you tell me more about what you know more?
Well, I know, it's in the name, come on, site reliability engineering. You're testing the reliability of a site, so it's on there. I think my lecturers love me too. They think I'm really involved.
Sure they do.
And how do you handle high-pressure situations?
Honestly, I wish I could tell you how, but I'm barely stressed ever.
She definitely has confidence, and I don't know if that's a good or a bad thing.
I think a lot of it was about her view and how other people saw her, and not really about her technical skills or experience or knowledge about the role. Hello, thank you so much for joining us today. So in front of us today, we have applicant number 3. Do you want to tell us, your name and a little bit about yourself?
Hi guys, my name is Harper Brown and I recently graduated with a computer science degree. I don't have much of an industry experience, but I did coursework in reliability of systems.
So what do you know about site reliability engineering?
I'm pretty sure it's about making the application stay up And running, it's more like reliability and availability.
The only issue is the amount of requirements she hasn't met.
I agree. I think in comparison to the other interviewees, we could see that she didn't really have a lot to say.
And now we have finally moved to our final candidate, candidate number 4. So, hi, can you tell us about yourself?
What's good? My name's Blake. I studied, what was it again? Oh yeah, Bachelor of Technologies. And yeah, I'm pretty excited about this job. Although, if I'm being completely honest with you, kind of applied for this by accident, so... But you know, I like to go with the river, I like to go with the flow, so I'm interested to see how this turns out.
What do you know about site reliability engineering?
Reliability, yeah, that's like super important, like wouldn't you agree? And I'm like one of the most reliable people on earth. So I live stream on Twitch actually, Monday to Friday at 7 p.m. And all my viewers know that I'm gonna be there at 7 p.m. until 12 a.m. in the morning. So I've never let my viewers down and I'm not gonna let you guys down either.
Besides that, do you have any questions for us?
Do I have any questions? Do I get a discount on like the office snack bar?
Yeah.
With a lot of the things that he had to share, he definitely put the T in t-shirt, like the same way he was dressing as well, you know.
I think we can all agree it was a bit too casual. So based on what we saw out of all 4 candidates today, I think applicant A performed. They were able to explain their academic career as well as their work experiences and how the skills that they use within that work experience relates to the job that we are hiring for.
Yeah, interviews really make or break your job application, so it's a really vital and important part of this whole process.
It's always easy to put yourself on a piece of paper, but it's more important being able to bring that to life.
I think if you guys ever come across any other applicants that need some further assistance, definitely contact our team. So we are the careers team within Student Success, and you can see us in Building 101 just behind Curtin Connect. You can also send us an email at careers@curtin.edu.au.
Thank you so much everyone for watching another episode of I'm at Curtin.
Now what?
Bye.